Welcome back to Wounded Healer 9 podcast. I'm really glad that you're here. In the last episode, we talked about the difference between coping and healing and how many of us learned how to survive long before we learned to heal. Today, I want to talk about awareness and why it's often the most misunderstood and frustrating part of the healing process. If you ever thought, I know better, so why do I still do this? This episode is for you. As always, listen gently. There's nothing you need to fix while you're listening. Awareness is often talked about like it's the finish line, but awareness is not the ending of healing. Awareness is the doorway. It's the moment you begin to see patterns that were once automatic. It pauses between reactions and response. And for many of us, awareness does not feel empowering at first. It feels uncomfortable because once you see something, you can unsee it. This is where many people get stuck. We become aware of a pattern and then we judge ourselves for having it. We may say something like, I know where this comes from. I should be past this. Why am I still reacting this way? But awareness without compassion often turns into self attack. And self attack does not lead to healing. It leads to more shame, more shutdown, more survival. Awareness is not meant to be a weapon, it's meant to be information. When I first started becoming aware of my own patterns, I thought awareness meant I should already be different. I felt frustrated noticing the same reactions over and over again. What I didn't understand yet was that awareness wasn't asking me to change, it was asking me to listen. And listening was something I had never really learned how to do for myself. While I was preparing for this episode, something small but meaningful happened. My son came up to me and asked what time it was. It was 2:57. For me, that felt like a paused moment. So I looked up what the number meant in a book I keep nearby. The word that stood out to me was humility. And the message was this: the blessings you have today was because you were humble enough to hear yourself and the truth yesterday. That really stayed with me because awareness requires humility. It requires us to hear truths about ourselves that may be uncomfortable, not to shame ourselves, but to grow. Maybe a part of healing is learning to think the version of ourselves who was willing to listen, even when what we heard was difficult. Awareness isn't about change. Maybe it's about honoring the courage it takes to see clearly. Awareness prepares the nervous system for change. Before something can shift, it has to be seen. Before a reaction can be softened, it has to be recognized. Awareness slows the process down enough for choice to exist. And choice is what separates healing from survival. Healing doesn't rush awareness, it respects it. Sometimes progress looks like, I noticed it earlier this time. I paused, even if I still reacted. I was kinder to myself afterwards. Those are not small things, those are signs of healing. This week, you might gently reflect on, what am I becoming aware of without needing to change yet? Let awareness be enough for now. You might even consider writing a short note to your past self, thanking them for being willing to hear the truth when they were ready. If you're in a season of awareness, you're not stuck, you're learning. And learning is movement. In the next episode, we'll talk about learning safety after survival and why calm can feel unfamiliar at first. Until then, be gentle with yourself. Awareness is not weakness, it's courage.